Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wolfe Pit with another episode of What Are We Eating? A grilled cheese sandwich is one of the simplest, most delicious, and comforting sandwiches most of us have enjoyed since our childhood, especially with a bowl of tomato soup. That was definitely one of my favorite meals growing up. But once we grow up and mature a little bit, we get a little more sophisticated and add ham to our grilled cheese. For a grilled ham and cheese sandwich, you can stop right there and make a simple grilled ham and cheese sandwich, or add anything and everything and make a gourmet grilled ham and cheese sandwich. Regardless of what kind of grilled ham and cheese sandwich you're going to make, you have to have a cast iron skillet, real butter, not margarine, not oil, but real butter. You want to get that nice crispy, rich and buttery bread surrounding the ooey gooey cheese. Sure, you can use a different skillet or margarine or oil to make a grilled ham and cheese, but it won't be a great grilled ham and cheese. But never in your wildest dreams would you think about making a grilled cheese sandwich in the microwave, would you? Well, Walmart's Great Value Late Night Craving line thought it was a great idea and came up with their triple-decker grilled ham and cheese sandwich, which is a triple-decker grilled ham and cheese sandwich with Black Forest ham and pasteurized processed Swiss cheese with hot pepperberry bacon jam on grilled bread. This is a 15.1 ounce box that costs $2.98 plus tax from Walmart. That contains two 7.55 ounce sandwiches, which are decent sized sandwiches and seems to be a relatively decent bargain. Before we take the sandwiches out of the box, let's go over the ingredients. Nothing really seems out of the ordinary. We all already know that white bread is already processed. The ham ingredients are common ingredients in processed ham. And of course, we have the processed Swiss cheese. There's nothing really shocking here so far, but we're not done with the ingredients. That's right, we still have the hot pepperberry bacon jam and the butter-flavored oil. Now for the nutritional information, and the serving size is one whole sandwich. There's 540 calories, 27 grams of fat, 10 grams of saturated fat, 0.5 grams of trans fat, and 8 grams of polyunsaturated fat and 7 grams of monounsaturated fat, which are both healthy fats. Then there's 60 milligrams of cholesterol, 1,780 milligrams of sodium, 290 milligrams of potassium, 47 grams of total carbohydrates, 1 gram of dietary fiber, 14 grams of sugars, and 26 grams of protein. You'd think with that amount of sodium that they'd last quite a while, but I opened this up on the Best Buy date, April 16th, 2017. The pictures of the sandwich on the box look delicious, but let's see what it looks like when we pull it out of the box and then see what it looks like after we cook it. I was really surprised at first. The sandwich looked great when it first came out of the box. Then when I pulled it out of the bag, you can see a little bit of moisture crystallization, but not really any freezer burn to speak of. The ham, from what I could see without taking the sandwich apart, looks like really cheap chopped pressed ham, kind of like the Budding brand ham, which isn't too bad, but cheap and processed. Like I said in the beginning, this is a microwavable sandwich and it's the only way they recommend you cooking it. Remove the sandwich from the wrapper, then place on a microwavable safe plate and heat on high for 1 minute. After cooking on high for 1 minute, flip it over and cook on high for another 2 minutes. Then let it stand for 1 minute before serving. After cooking for a total of 3 minutes and resting for another minute, our sandwich is ready. So let's pull it apart and see what it looks like inside. As soon as I pulled the top piece of bread off, I could tell I was right. It's just like the Budding ham, really processed, really thin, and obviously really full of water. The Swiss cheese melted pretty nicely. Then, underneath the several slices of thin ham was the hot pepperberry bacon jam, which I've had before on their donut cheeseburger, and it's actually not bad. But on both sandwiches, it's just not dispersed very well. Underneath the middle piece of bread, there's another layer of cheese and ham, but no more jam. What a shame. So let's get this back together and give it a try. With the bread being microwaved, I knew it was going to be tough, so I cut the sandwich in half in order not to destroy it on the first bite. Texture-wise, the first bite was pretty much as expected. The outside of the bread was tough and chewy, and the inside of the bread was soggy. And it was very salty, which I expected with it being ham, but even for ham, it was salty, and the cheese was okay. But I didn't get a bite of the pepperberry jam on the first bite, so I tried the other half. And even with the bite of the second half, there's not enough pepperberry jam to get a good flavor. When I taste the pepperberry jam on its own, it's pretty good. But on the sandwich, it just disappears. With this triple-decker grilled ham and cheese sandwich, you get exactly what you would expect from a sandwich cooked in the microwave, maybe even a little bit worse. No bread will ever come out good in the microwave. But when you have processed ham that is 50% water, the bread is doomed from the get-go. If you want to see what I mean, buy a pack of cheap ham and fry it in a pan and watch how much water comes out of it. Ham in general, it'll do the same, but not nearly as bad. I really don't understand the whole concept behind this sandwich. Microwavable burgers and chicken patties are bad enough, but this is just wrong on every level. You could probably disassemble the sandwich and cook the ham separately and then grill the bread. But hell, if you're going to do that, why not just make your own grilled ham and cheese sandwich? With all of this said, I'm going to rate this an epic fail. I wouldn't buy one of these again, and I certainly wouldn't recommend you buy one either. If you'd like to help support the Wolfe Pit, please consider being a patron. You can pledge as little as $1 a month, that's only $12 for the whole year. And every little bit helps. It helps me make more high quality videos more often for you, the people. Thank you all very much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.